What's going on, everybody? It's Andrew Vascassenno with eXp Realty out here in Denver, Colorado. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. Today's video, we're gonna take a quick tour of Buena Vista, Colorado, another cool mountain town about 2 hours or so away from Denver. So if you enjoy this kind of content, I'd appreciate it if you give it a like, subscribe, smash the notification bell to be alerted when I upload new videos. And of course, shameless plug, if you're looking to move out here to Colorado, I'm a licensed realtor, happy to help in whatever way I can. Reach out to me, I have my information below, call, text, email, whatever works for you. I'll be happy to help you. And with all that out of the way, let's jump into it. All right, let's first figure out where Buena Vista is. So like I said, it's about 2 hours from Denver, taking US 285 all the way down there. Or if you're coming from Colorado Springs, it's about 1 hour and 45 from Colorado Springs. So around the same time, whether you're leaving from Denver or Colorado Springs. And it's home to what's called the Collegiate Peaks. So you've got Harvard, Yale, Princeton, and Columbia, all over 14,000 feet. And these are just a few of the 14ers or mountains over 14,000 feet in the area. So plenty of hiking, plenty of scenery, which you're gonna see on some of these cool drone shots with these peaks. So great place to check out if you wanna see some of those tall mountains. And the first thing I wanna highlight are the snowshoeing and hiking trails. There's a lot out there, hundreds of trails around Buena Vista, but I'll highlight just 3 of them. That's the Lost Lake Trail, the Kroenke Lake Trail, and the Harvard Lake Trail. All lakes, so cool views once you get to the end of them. In summer, winter, it's mainly all frozen, but you can still check it out. So the Lost Lake Trail is a 2.6 mile out and back trail, fairly easy, not too complicated. So even if you're not an avid hiker or you hike a lot, or maybe you're coming from a lower elevation, it's a pretty easy hike, so you can definitely check that out. And the Harvard Lake is about 5.4 miles out and back, so about twice as long as the first one, so a little bit more difficult. But a lot of it at first is uncovered, and then you get into more of the covered tree area as you hike up to the lakes. Great views up there, easy hike to do, a little bit more difficult than the first one, but not too bad. So definitely one you want to check out. And the third one is the Kroenke Lake Trail. So this one's a lot longer at about 10 miles out and back. It's also going to be a little bit difficult to get to. So definitely have a vehicle that can handle a lot of 4x4 and off-roading parts, because if you can't make it up, then you have to park about 1 mile to 2 miles down from the trailhead. So just adding an extra mile or 2 or 3 or 4 to your entire hike. Second thing on the list is going to be all the summer relevant activities. So you're looking at stuff like whitewater rafting, kayaking, mountain biking, hiking, or just riding a cruiser bike through town. You can do that in winter, but it's a little bit more enjoyable in summer when it's not as cold. So you can go to some place like CKS Rentals that's in downtown, the main old historic strip, to rent, kayaks, stand-up paddle boards, cruiser bikes, all that kind of stuff to do during summer. And then if you want to go a little bit outside of Buena Vista, there's also some spots in some nearby towns where you can do the same kind of stuff: rafting, kayaking, stand-up paddle boards, mountain biking, all that kind of stuff. And number 3 on the list is going to be a lot of OHV, off-road vehicles. So you're looking at dirt bikes, ATVs, side-by-sides, Jeeps. And again, this is going to be more during summer, but if you want to do something in winter as well, they do rent snowmobiles and timber sleds, which is just a dirt bike that's on skis instead of tires. So there are a couple places to rent all this stuff from. Number 1 is going to be the Rocky Mountain Adventure Rentals. So this place will allow you to rent the timber sleds and the snowmobiles for winter, and then also the ATVs, side-by-sides, quads, dirt bikes for the summer and spring months when there's no snow. So definitely call them, give them a shout, get your rentals there. I'm gonna drop all this information in the description, so if you wanna check out any of this stuff, go and check that down below. And if you'd rather rent Jeeps and other ATVs, you can do BV, Jeeps and ATVs. So if you want to take a Jeep to tour around some of the OHV trails, definitely check that out. And if you want to find a lot of these OHV trails, one, I'll link them below, but you can also find them on an app like All Trails. We'll have all these different trails when they're open, current conditions, reviews, all that kind of stuff. So definitely check that out. And number 4 on the list is one of my personal favorite activities, and that's go to the hot springs. So probably the most popular one, which technically isn't in Buena Vista, but it's only about a 10-15 minute drive from the downtown area, and that's the Mount Princeton Hot Springs. So it costs about $30 on the weekdays to get a day pass, or $35 on the weekend for a day pass, and those are adult prices, a little bit cheaper for seniors and children. But they have 3 pools, one on each side of the river and then one a little bit up from there. And also on the river, they have individual pools. I want to say probably about 10 to 12 of these pools that are heated. They can go jump down a lane next to the river. So really cool area. You can buy beer from them and some food. So you can get those while you're there and just have a nice drink by the river or in one of the pools. And if you want to stay there, they do also have places to stay at the resort, so you can stay there as well if you're not going to stay in Buena Vista or somewhere else. And the second hot spring I want to talk about is the Cottonwood Inn and Spa. So it's a little bit different than the Mount Princeton one, a little bit less popular, but still pretty popular. It's $20 a day for the weekdays and $25 for the weekends, and that gives you that day pass. Again, like Mount Princeton, you can also stay at the resort, so you can just go back and forth from your room to the hot springs and just hang out. So a really cool area. There's a lot of other hot springs around within probably about half an hour or so. I'm not going to go into all those, but these are definitely the most 2 popular hot springs to check out while you're there. And lastly, number 5 is to check out all the breweries, restaurants, distilleries that are around Buena Vista and in Buena Vista. So if you're looking for a good brewery to check out, go hit up Eddyline Brewery. There's one, so there's 2 main downtowns. There's one by the river and the main historic strip. The Eddyline, there's over by the river on the south downtown area, so definitely check that out. If you're into whiskey and distilleries and that kind of stuff, you can check out Deerhammer Distillery. It's a really good distillery. You can get a cold brew, old fashioned, whiskey sour, a bunch of different stuff. Here's a menu of all the stuff they have if you want to check that out. Again, I'll link it all down below. And if you're looking for a good place to grab either lunch or dinner, a few of my favorites are the Crave pizza. So that's downtown as well, the main strip. Really good pizza, a lot of different variety, great appetizers as well. Or if you're feeling more Mexican food, you can try Casa Sanchez. So they have a really good assortment of authentic Mexican food, giant margaritas, pretty sugary though, so watch out for that, but they are pretty massive, so those are delicious as well. And probably one of the more popular ones and also newer is the Wesley and Rose at the Surf Hotel. So the Surf Hotel is a really cool hotel that's near the south downtown area, and they have the restaurant that's in there. Great drinks, great appetizers, great food. We've got some bison, filet mignon if you like that kind of stuff, calamari, truffle fries, a bunch of different stuff. So really good. Check it out if you're into that kind of food. All right, I want to keep this video somewhat short. Don't want to throw out everything there is out there because there's a lot of it, but these are just some of my favorites and some that I recommend. So if you enjoyed this, I'd appreciate it. Give it a like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. Really helps out a lot. And of course, if you're looking to move out here or have any questions about moving out here, reach out to me. I have my information below. Call, text, email, whatever works for you. Be happy to help you. And I will see you on the next one.